crafters, welcome into Guys Craft 2. My name is John, and I am super excited that we finally received our Villa Rosa package. So I began to wonder, I was like, oh my goodness, it just takes forever. And I'll be honest, patience is not a virtue that I have. So pretty stoked, pretty excited that it finally arrived. I will have to say, you all know I'm a Villa Rosa fan. Typically, I just do their subscription, so I don't get orders like this from them. This was a retail order. I purchased it specifically to get this kit of patterns, and I'm pretty impressed because at the end of the day, the patterns are only $2 a piece. It costs them $2 to ship these to me in a nice padded envelope in that. And they don't charge shipping. So at the end of the day, they're an amazing value, whether or not you agree with me or not. I like their patterns. I know they're simple. They go together so fast, but it's just what I like. So with that said, let's rip into what was the patterns that John just had to have that were outside of my monthly subscription. So one of the things I need to do in the YouTube studio is get a letter opener in here, and I don't have that. But for now, we are making it work. Tear and rip. Old-fashioned way of opening packages. So we had talked about doing holiday sew-alongs. Our next holiday coming up is Veterans Day. I will have an announcement shortly in the next week or so about that. But be on the lookout for us to do something on Veterans Day. I will get my mind put together and get things sorted around that. But one of the things I wanted to look at was Quilts of Valor. And I'll be honest, I'm not interested in doing a Quilt of Valor. I don't want to follow the rules. I don't want to have to do what is considered qualifying for the Quilt of Valor. Our quilt club, Quilt Guild, does do Quilts of Valor. The ladies do an amazing job. We pick different servicemen to present those to, present them with special Quilts of Valor, have a reception for them once a month, once every other month. I'm not sure how often it is. It's very nice. They have light refreshments in that. They get to honor the servicemen. The servicemen typically speak about their service and time in the military. I'm told it's an amazing event. I have been lazy, have not gotten out at night and done that. Really need to. I love our military. I'll support our military. My son is full-time active Air Force, and overall my family has always been a big military family. So with that said, they actually on the Villa Rosa website have specifically set out what they call the 12 Quilts of Valor. And so they have 12 patterns. And I'm sorry if this is in reverse. I need to figure out how to change it for you all when I do it on the way I'm recording it. But anyways, this is called the 12 Quilts of Valor by Villa Rosa. There are 12 specific patterns that they say work for Quilts of Valor. These are all obviously going to be in that red, white, and blue. And additionally, you can buy all 12 with free shipping for $14.95. And that's a pretty amazing deal. Because 12 of these, typically, if you bought just each of these patterns to use for whatever, would be $24, right? Because they're $2 patterns typically. So it's a really good deal. So that's why, another reason that I tend to be I guess another fan of Villa Rosa. You all know I'm not necessarily a cheap guy, but I buy what I like. So with that said, let's go through real quick. I just want to talk about what are some of the patterns that are out there. All of these are labeled Quilts of Valor, so I'm assuming they all must meet the criteria that has been set out. The first one is called Celebration. That is absolutely a beautiful quilt. It measures 64 by 80 when it is finished, and it is done with all fat quarters. So this pattern can be done with fat quarters. I really, really like the look of that pattern. The next one is called the Grand Prize, and it is 57 by 75 finished, and it is done with a panel. I'm not so much interested in trying to find a patriotic panel in that right now. and trying to get ready for November, so that's probably not going to happen. The next one is similar. It is called Daring Spirit. It finishes out 50 by 68. It is also done with a panel. And keep in mind, just because they've designed these right, and these specifically around the red, white, and blue themes and that, this would be a cool pattern to do. You could almost do this with a Christmas, right? And the stars make those almost look like poinsettias with the Christmas colors and that. So again, an amazing value. I do really like the look of this one for some reason. This one is called Farmhouse Blues. And this one is measures out 60 by 75 when finished. And it is done primarily with fat quarters. So I am going to set that one aside to take a better look at. The next one is called Fernanda, and it is, again, another panel. And so that's not what I'm looking for right now. This finished quilt is 55 by 73. Gallant is the next one, and I do really like the look of this Gallant pattern too, and I could see doing a lot of fun things with that pattern. I will tell you, this is really a cool pattern, and if you saw the back of the card, which I can't show you because it's got the cutting instructions in that, they didn't do this pattern justice by having it draped over a chair like they did. You might want to check their website out, villarosadesigns.com, to see if they have another shot of this on the website. This is really an awesome pattern. It measures 60 by 70 when finished, and it is also done with fat quarters. So that one may end up over in that pile to think about as well. The next one is called Honor. It finishes 56 by 76. And it has some really cool, it's a cool pattern. This is actually not a panel in the center, so it's using what they call a large theme, which is kind of interesting. So definitely am not doing this for Quilt of Valor, not doing this anytime soon, but I have some really cool fabrics that I'd like to show off. Just the fabric itself, so this might be a fun one, so I am going to keep that over there for future generations, future consideration. Pride is the next one, and guys, I'm trying not to run through these really fast, but I just didn't want to make a huge long video for you all today. But this Pride one is really cute. It's 53 by 70, and it does take a yardage in that to do. Again, probably not what I'm looking for this time. Salute is the next one, and it is 63 by 72, and this one is actually done with charm squares. So that could really be a good potential. Probably not for what I'm looking for right now, but definitely for a future project. Star Rail is the next one, and that finishes out at 60 by 72. And that one takes several different fabrics, but again, pretty cool, and I really like the look of that one. We're going to finish out with the last two, which is Stars and Stripes. This one finishes out 56 by 70. It is also done mostly with fat quarters. Again, that's a pretty cool pattern. I have to really think about that. And then the last one is called Yesterday. Oh my God. The Beatles song just went through my mind. Sorry, guys. Like a squirrel. Sorry, squirrel. 55 by 70. This one is done with multiple fabrics. So this is probably more work and cutting than I want to do right now. But I do like this pattern as well. And I think this would really make a cute... man, can you imagine Christmas colors? The red and the greens and that. Halloween colors with this. So I really do like this pattern. So again, they call these Quilt of Valor panels or patterns, but obviously we can use them for whatever we want to use them for. I bought and paid for them. I can do whatever I want to do. My quilt, my rules. So again, that is Villa Rosa's 12 Quilts of Valor. I do think it's a dynamic value for the price. They do automatically ship those snail mail. They actually didn't have a digital download, which is fine because I wanted the cards at the end anyways. But that said, really like the looks of those. So take a look, log onto their website. Again, I am not paid, endorsed, nor have I ever communicated with anyone at Villa Rosa. If Villa Rosa would like to reach out to me, I'd love to talk to somebody there because I do love their patterns and designs and that. I need to branch out and probably explore more things outside of Villa Rosa, but I've just been so happy with the way they stitch and how quick they come together. So it is what it is at the end of the day. So folks, you landed into Guys Craft 2. My name is John. Thanks for being here. If you're a new subscriber, this is me. This is the channel. If you're one of my current subscribers and been around a while, thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your support. Thank you for always being here. Thumbs up if you like what I'm doing. Comment below so I know what you're thinking. And as always, until next time, happy crafting!